Hey, what's good? Welcome to the Antonio Neves Show, where I remind you each and every week that no one owes you anything, but you owe yourself absolutely everything. At the end of the day, that's what this show is about. It's a reminder that no one owes us anything, but we owe ourselves absolutely everything. I'm your host, Antonio Neves. I am the founder of Allies of Glory. I am the author of Stop Living on Autopilot, and I am also a husband and father. And I'm really excited to have you here to join me for episode 123. I'm going to share a story with you from my university days, something that changed my life for the better. And it was an accident that changed my life for the better. And I know if you apply this same principle, it can do the exact same thing for you. Before we get into that content, I want to let you know that coming up really soon, I'm opening up registration for my private membership community, Allies of Glory. Maybe you've heard me talk about it. Allies of Glory is a community where married professionals with kids, I call them the 3 Ps. You are a partner, you're married to somebody, or you got a partner. You are a professional, you have a 9 to 5, or maybe you're a business owner, and you are a parent. You know, Allies of Glory is a place where these folks come together to upgrade their professional and personal lives. Each month, every 30 days, what Allies of Glory provides, it's the training, it's the systems, it's the weekly challenges, the coaching, and the community that helps people improve not only their career, but their money, their health, their relationships, and so much more. This community, I've been piloting it so far for this year, and the results have been amazing. I'm talking about people making more money. I'm talking about new jobs. I'm talking about people getting in great shape. I'm talking about relationships that were on the fritz, people reconnecting. So if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, head on over to alliesofglory.com to sign up for the wait list. Once again, alliesofglory.com. All right, let's get into 123. So, when I was in high school a long time ago in Jackson, Michigan, it's fair to say I was an average. I was a mediocre student. There was nothing special about the grades that I received on my report card. I'm going to go back and look, but I can tell you with certainty I was nowhere near a 3-point student. I was probably about a 2.5 student. And from a university perspective, I was not going to be admitted to any quote unquote top tier brand name schools. But still, I was fortunate enough that I was accepted into Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo, Michigan. What up, KZoo? Is anyone in Western Michigan, any alumni listening to this? Western Michigan University. And something happened that very first year, my freshman year of college, that changed my life. And I can tell you right now, if this did not happen, I would not be talking to you today. I would not be an author. I would not be speaking on stages all across the world. I wouldn't have had that 12-year career in New York City as an award-winning journalist with major television networks and beyond. So what happened? That freshman year, that fall of, I'm not going to tell you what year. Well, get this. I was placed to live in the honors dorm. The honors dorm. The honors dorm was specifically for students who excelled in high school, who got great grades in high school, who were super smart in high school, these are the folks that received academic scholarships. I was not on any type of scholarship. I walked on the track and field team at Western. I tried out for the team, but I got placed somehow in the honors dorm. And at first I was extremely disappointed because all the folks on the track and field team and some of the people that I knew, they all lived in different residence halls and different dorms on campus. And I was an athlete and I wanted to be near the other athletes, but I wasn't. I was way off on a different part of campus with people that I considered nerds, these really, really smart people. But something fascinating happened. At first, I can't lie, I was very intimidated. I tried to act cool. I'm the athlete, yeah, you guys are nerds, I was projecting and judging, but the truth was I was just intimidated. And I was a bit probably afraid that I wasn't as smart as these folks. But thank goodness I was placed there because I started interacting with these people. I started spending time with these people. This is a place where I ate dinner every single day. This is a place primarily where I had breakfast and many of my meals. And when I would study in this honors residence hall. And slowly but surely, I realized that these really, really quote unquote smart people, they weren't all that different from me. The only difference that I found was that one, they applied themselves. No brainer, right? You apply yourself, you work hard, you might get good results. I found that they applied themselves, but also because they had that strong track record from high school, from working hard, they also believed in themselves. So I'm a pretty competitive person. And so I found that when I was living there, like when my roommate would study, guess what I would do? I would study. When some of the fellow folks that lived in the residence hall, when they'd go to the library to study, guess what? I would study. When there were study groups or different things going on, I would join those groups. And let me fast forward. Lo and behold, after my first semester at university, I got the highest grade point average I ever received in my life. I received like a 3.6 grade point average on a 4-point scale. And the only reason that happened is because I was surrounded by other amazing students who applied themselves, who were willing to work hard. The truth is, I don't know what would have happened if I would have been placed in another dorm, in another residence hall, if I was placed somewhere with another roommate, if I was surrounded by other people or other athletes and groups of individuals that were regularly partying and having a good time and all that kind of fun stuff. I don't know how I would have fared. I don't know if I would have got the same grades. But the good news is I don't need to know, because I know that being surrounded by these excellent individuals who applied themselves, who had goals to work hard and to do great in the classroom, had a tangible effect on me. That set the tone for my whole university experience, and I never looked back. I knew what I was capable of. And better yet, I learned the framework, I learned the systems, and I learned how this community operated to get those types of results. So the question I have for you is this. I want you right now to think about and visualize the people you spend the most time with. Go back to your youth and think about the people you spend the most time with. But think about today, who you spend your most time with, who you engage with the most, whether in person, on the phone, or even via text message. And ask yourself a simple yet challenging question, and that is, do the people you spend the most time with, do they make you better? Do they make you better, or do they allow you to stay stuck in mediocrity, accepting the status quo, living on autopilot, and going through life in cruise control? Because what was fascinating about living in that residence hall, that honors dorm, is those folks did not accept mediocrity. They told me if I came back with a B, like, hey, if you do this or that, you may be able to get that to an A. These were people, when I told them my grades, they were like, well, can I help you? Let me show you what we can do to improve that. Like, they wanted to help. These were people that were excited to see me win. How about that? I know there were other communities on that campus. If I did great in the classroom, and I heard this from people, they would say things like, oh, you think you're special. Oh, Tony's a nerd, right? I came to take being called a nerd a compliment. Thank goodness I'm a nerd. Thank goodness I'm getting these good grades and getting on the dean's list, etc. So I want you to think about the people you surround yourself with and ask yourself again that question, do they make you better? Because what I want you to know is that when you upgrade your community, you upgrade your life. When you upgrade your community, you upgrade your life. When you're surrounded by the right people, it has a positive effect to accelerate your career, to have a profound impact on the money you make, to improve your health, your relationships, and so much more. You want to spend time with allies, those folks that encourage you, that inspire you, that challenge you, that push you. And get this right here, that call you up. Not call you out. They call you up to be the absolute best version of yourself. And of course, we need to be allies to others. We need to encourage others. We need to equally be excited to see our community win. So my challenge for you is to think about the ways that you can regularly upgrade your community. Look, one way you can do that is with my Allies of Glory community. We're married professionals with kids level up their personal and professional lives. If you want to learn more about that, head on over to alliesofglory.com. Every single month, we have brand new live trainings. We provide the systems and tools. There are amazing weekly challenges to keep you engaged. There's coaching, there's expert sessions, and a fantastic community that's excited to see you win, to help you upgrade and improve those areas of your life that matter most. Hey, look, don't do it alone. No one, and I mean no one who has accomplished anything of significance did it alone, and neither should you. Once again, when you upgrade your community, you upgrade your life. Check out alliesofglory.com. That's what I have for you in this episode. Hey, if you haven't left a review or a rating for the Antonio Neves Show, I invite you to do so right now. It only takes a second. And that's how we continue to spread the message of this show all across the globe, where we are on so many international charts. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, when you believe and work like the best is ahead and surround yourself with people who make you better, things begin to change. Things begin to change for the better. See you next time.